Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of John Matrixx Talks Movies. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. Today, we have Star Wars news, and this one may actually be good. It was announced that David Benioff and DB Weiss, who are the Game of Thrones creators, they are officially on board for 3 Star Wars movies. Now, I don't know why this was actually a surprise to a lot of people. I thought this was already announced before, but I guess not. I guess a lot of people didn't know. I knew, and a lot of us knew. But anyway, they are on board for 3 Star Wars movies. This actually could be like Star Wars episode 10, 11, 12. We don't know yet. We don't know what they're doing. But however, what we do know is their movies will not connect to the Skywalkers at all. So Star Wars Episode 9 is pretty much the final Skywalker movie that we will see. I still don't believe it's a Skywalker movie, but still, I digress. So what is David Benioff and DB Weiss going to create? How far in the future, how far in the past are they going to go? I think the popular opinion would be to actually have them do an Old Republic movies, a trilogy, I should say. I think that would make a lot of Star Wars fans very, very happy. Now, I'm wondering though, how much creative control do they have over their trilogy? Is Lucasfilm and Disney telling them, hey, these are the guidelines. We want you to follow these guidelines. We want you to write a trilogy that takes place 200 years in the future or 800 years before episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that they do have a lot of leeway in what they're going to create. I would suspect that we're going to go far into the past. I hope that we're going to go far in the past. The future sounds good, but I think a lot of fans, if this is going to be for hardcore fans, they need to go into the past, into the Old Republic, into the Darth Bane era, so we can actually see the Rule of Two, the Sith Wars, when the Jedi and the Sith were going head to head, and the Sith were more than just 2, and they were fighting each other to the death, and they got eliminated. Maybe even it's possible we can actually see a young Yoda, but I doubt it. I think their trilogy is really going to be brand new, fresh stuff that we have never seen before. So Yoda being like 900 years old, we probably won't see him, even if their story takes place somewhat in that time period. I'm thinking we're going far back into the past, 1,000 years, 2,000 years into the past. I wouldn't be surprised, because I think now, at least from my standpoint, I'm ready for Disney Lucasfilm to get away as far away from the Skywalkers as they possibly can, because they have pretty much destroyed the Skywalkers. I don't agree with anything they've done with the Skywalkers and the Solos. So I think they really do need a fresh start on something completely brand new. No more Rey, no more Finn, no more Kylo Ren. Just let all that just die away with episode 9. I don't want to ever see that again. It's time for a fresh restart, and I think these guys are the ones to do it. Have you seen Game of Thrones? If you haven't, you really need to see it. Now, however, this is the final season of Game of Thrones. I believe this is season 8. Now, these guys have only directed 3 episodes out of all the episodes. So my concern is, who are they going to actually get to direct these movies? I know that they're going to write the stories. I don't think that they're actually going to direct any of these movies. So I hope that they have some control over who gets to direct the movies, because we've seen what Disney has allowed Lucasfilm to do with directors, and it's not good. So many problems with directors. Rian Johnson is pretty much the only one they didn't have a problem with, and we saw how The Last Jedi turned out. So I'm really hoping that they have some control over their directors. Maybe we'll get some of the directors from Game of Thrones to come in we'll have to see. I hope so, because Game of Thrones is so great. It's the greatest TV show ever, I think, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? David Benioff and DB Weiss officially on board for a Star Wars trilogy. I'm very, very, very excited for this. Very, very excited for this based off of Game of Thrones. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. And we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.